Alright, so this is just a quick showcase of all of the strats that are in the Save Wrong Warp mod. Uh, so the first one is actually right away. For the most part, Save Wrong Warp is like neutral. I'm going to relaunch this in debug. For the most part, the Save Wrong Warp mod is like neutral, but there are a few changes. Okay, so there are a few new strats. So here's the first one. Save here, and then launch your save, or not the... Okay, there we go. Alright, here we go. So when you save there, that skips the tutorial cutscene. Okay, next one. Your next strat is not until... Well, there's a sort of wrong warp here, but it's pretty strong, so it's pretty short, so I don't recommend it. Okay, what else? Let's see. So skipping ahead some, nothing here. Okay, your next wrong warp is here, but this one is pretty difficult. I don't actually know how to do it. I don't know the setup for it, but I can show you like what it looks like. If I launch my task mod for a second. So what you're trying to do here is fuck. It's a real pain in the ass, even with the numbers. There's like a setup you can do that 5U's found that makes it easier, but so what you want to do is interact with the box and then hold up, and when you press yes, oh, do you press up and then interact? Yes, you press up and interact on the same frame, and then hold left while pressing yes. That gives you an encounter. You close out of it and you interact with that sign. So I'm going to try it again. It's pretty difficult, and also in a real run you wouldn't have the step counter, so it'd be RNG exactly what frame you needed to do it on. Okay. There we go. Still too slow. So yeah, you can imagine this would be even more difficult if you couldn't see the randomness. But if you couldn't see what the step count is, because what you'd have to do is you'd have to keep doing the trick over and over again. Just doing the first part, and then reacting to when you see the BL con, and it'd be really difficult. So, whatever, you get the basic idea of the skip. I am going to try and get it, though, just for fun. I'll cut this out, probably. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, our step count is right. There we go. It's actually easier if you wait for the BL con to close the box. So that's a good tip. So anyway, once that's done, you just mask this. And then on the same frame you close it, you open the Save Wrong Warp dialog. Then you do a wrong warp with that. And boom. A skip. So obviously I keep relaunching debug mode, which sort of undoes the skips, but you wouldn't be doing this in debug mode, you'd just be doing it in the Save Wrong Warp mod. Another small wrong warp, you can see that's about the distance it covers. Not super great, I wouldn't recommend it. So the next skip isn't for a while. This isn't worth it because it puts you down here, which is not where you want to go. So it's not, so don't save there. Alright, so here's the next big skip. Okay, so you're going to want to go to this pixel, right? Oh, too high. The biggest problem with this skip is when you miss it, you have to watch the whole igloo cutscene, so it can be pretty punishing if you miss it. But this is Papyrus skip, and I should mention that you shouldn't be killing Toriel, or you should be killing Toriel, excuse me. Get her to the point where she says, I know you want to go home, but, and then kill her. And the reason for that is because killing her is faster, except for it gives you too much health to skip Papyrus. Anyway. So, the skip here, you hold right, and then you want to press enter and up, and release right on the next frame. There we go, just like that. And then, once again, you want to mask this text box to the final text box, go back through the igloo, and then close it at the same time as you interact with this save point. And then wrong warp with it. Alright, so that's that. If I open up this save point mod, you can see I skipped. Alright. Okay, next skip. So the next skip is here. So after Seagrass skip, the camera will be funny, so you just leave the room and re-enter, and that resets your camera. Now, buffer 3 pixels to the right, and now press Control, hold up, left, right, press Control again. Now. Just a minute! Okay, now press enter, and then either on the same frame or the next frame, I'm not sure which, you release left, and then you're going to press enter, shift, enter, so that'll bring up the save point. So there I released it too late. I released left too late. There we go. So I released left on the same frame that I press enter, and then I press shift enter, and that pops this up, and now I save, and if I launch the save wrong warp mod again, that skips a whole bunch of stuff. It skips that entire puzzle room, and then also, because these flowers reset your step count, it usually lets you skip Aaron, depending on your step count. Yep. Okay, what else? So because you skipped Aaron, this guy will be Aaron. So you still flee from him just like normal. Okay, next strat. Oop, I want to be in Undertale debug mode. Okay, your next strat. Small wrong warp here. Once again, wouldn't recommend it. Barely saves time here. I'll just show it in debug. Barely saves time, takes you from here to here. Wouldn't recommend it. You grab your punch card just like normal. Ooh, didn't need to do that. Okay, so you just grab your punch card just like normal. Okay, this room is normal. This room is normal. Onion Sand's normal. Shiren's normal, 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 normal. Here's the next difference. Ugh, Toby is a great programmer. Toby, why is your code bad? Whatever. Okay, cool. Yep, okay. So, your next strat is here. Overflow. This is the first really interesting strat. Overflow, and wrong warp with it. Boom. Now, when we launch the save wrong warp mod, it skips spears too. Oops. Come on. You just skip straight to the second part, and then you have to do the willy warp movement. I'm not in debug mode, so I'm going to have to master this entire cutscene. Or not, or I just go back into debug mode, and you get the picture. So eventually you'll respawn here, yay. Can I get it? Nope. Okay. You can do this wrong warp if you like it. And then Overflow. Wrong warp. Congratulations, you've just done Mad Dummy Skip. Okay, what's next? This save point doesn't save you anywhere, take you anywhere. I'm just going to save so I can open the game up and debug again. So this one doesn't take you anywhere because it just takes you here where you don't want to go. Ooh, secret room. Anyway, let's see. So this is normal. You don't go to 10 Village. Could there be use in going to 10 Village, actually? I wonder. No, probably not. You'd have to go pretty far out of your way. Maybe. Probably not. Yeah, there's probably no use to going to 10 Village. Alright, all this is normal. Notably, if you don't do one dine, there is another strat you can do here, where you let the first cutscene play out. Hey, I'm recording something. Audio on. Okay, you let this play out, save, and then launch the Save Wrong Warp mod. And that lets you get faster, or easier at least, save one cycle. Anyway, so after that, it's a whole bunch of normal stuff. Can't use this wrong warp because it takes you down here. You can't overflow it to get into here because it'll take you up here. So your next is here, where you can use this for a pretty big wrong warp to get the pan. And then just grab the pan and the glove if you want it. Or not the glove, the apron if you want it. Okay, anyway. Normal. After cooking show, you normally don't have your menu back. So what you're going to want to do... But what you're going to want to do is trigger this, and then turn around and save, and that'll give you a decent wrong warp. I'm not actually sure if this one was worth it, so check it yourself. Anyway, you go down the elevator, down to left floor 1, and the reason you have to go back and get that cutscene activated is to make the Royal Guards disappear. Otherwise, your plot flag won't be right. So anyway, once again, no use for that save point. So you go, you get your menu back. I'm too far right. You wrong warp. This is all normal. But then here, you overflow the save point, and you take it up here. And you wrong warp. And then, this is the big skip of the game. All the way to here. Now, if you're in true pacifist, you have to do some shenanigans that I haven't yet figured out because I don't want to. But if not, just overflow this like normal. Wrong warp out if you'd like. And then here, another wrong warp. I don't know if this one's worth it. Up to you. Anyway, new home is all normal, so you shouldn't be using any of the save points. None of them will actually take you anywhere good. So normal until Sans. So for Sans, all you do, you enter, you save, and it skips. And then your Rambu combo is just like wrong warp. If you really suck at the Rambu combo, you can do these with saving instead, but I wouldn't recommend it. It won't save much time, if anything. Although, with how bad my Rambu combo was there, maybe I should do it. Anyway, you Rambu combo. Fighting Asgore is normal. Just since you don't have the core puzzle, make sure at some point you equip the pan and apron. But yeah, fighting Asgore is normal. Everything else is normal. So yeah, that's all your tricks.